Welcome, everyone, to Accessing the Cause Hypnosis. And come to your back, close your eyes, breathe in, fill your lungs, and exhale, sigh. Breathe in and exhale. Imagine yourself walking through a desert. You are walking barefoot on the sand, which is so fine and warm. You feel the warmth of the sand as it envelops your every step and oozes between each of your toes. As you continue your journey through the desert, you feel a slight warm breeze. You feel the tiny sand granules brushing up against your shins and your calves, causing a slight tingling sensation. Looking out into the horizon, you see the desert as though it continues on for an eternity. Off in the distance, you see the sun. It is a bright orangish yellow. It gives off a golden glow all around it and extends into a purple haze throughout the entire sky. As the sun is beginning to set, it seems to melt into the desert floor. If you look off to your right, you see a moon beginning to appear. You stop walking for a moment and take a closer look at this moon. A large moon that has a bluish tint and a glow of a white ring all around it. You've never seen the moon looking quite as beautiful and magnificent as it does in this moment. You are simply mesmerized and becoming relaxed simply by letting your eyes bring the moon into full view. Allow your eyes to bring this moon closer and closer into focus, even closer now. So close, you feel as though you can reach right out and touch the moon. The moon is right next to you. You feel a sensation of coolness coming over you. The white ring around the moon is clearly a white energy field of light, and this white light extends out into where you are standing and completely outlines your entire body. You feel an electrical tingling feeling running up and down throughout your entire body. It feels as though you have joined the same energy force as the moon, and it is pulling you closer and closer toward it. It feels safe, and you have no fear about walking even closer toward the moon and putting your hand out to touch it. Go ahead and put your hand out and touch the surface of the moon. It feels cool and kind of chalky, kind of pasty. In a moment, I'm going to ask you to take a step forward, and when you do, you'll be stepping onto the moon. Notice it has a relaxing effect upon you. Go ahead and take that step now. Ah, how relaxing. The moon begins to float upward. You have no care in the world about this. You feel completely relaxed and at ease. You are floating through the sky. You see the stars as it is nighttime and dark. The stars shine so brightly. As you float higher and higher, you notice the stars are becoming closer and closer. As they get closer, they become clearer and brighter than you've ever seen them before. The brighter they become, the more deeply relaxed you become. Listen to the silence. There is complete silence where you are. It is so quiet. It is so quiet. You can even hear the chatter inside your own mind. As the stars become brighter, your inner voice and your mind get more and more quiet. It's quite amazing to notice how much noise is usually happening within your own mind until you tune in and listen to it. You see the stars so close as you pass them by. You can only see one or two at a time as you realize there are actually other planets with the most amazing coloring. Bright blues, greens, yellows, and purple are swirled together in all different styles and shapes. The moon that is floating further up into the universe is beginning to slow down, slowing way down. As it does, you notice even this far out into the universe, there are big, white, fluffy clouds all around you, and you can use the clouds to transport you to the other planets all around you. You pull yourself onto one of the clouds and allow yourself to drift for a while through outer space while you find yourself a new planet to visit. It's so hard to choose. They are all so intriguing. As a matter of fact, they're not only bright and beautiful, but now you are even able to notice that each have their own wonderful scent. One of them smells like a rose. Allow yourself to breathe in the beautiful aroma of roses. Another one smells like fresh pine trees. You stop here and explore, and so you step down off of the cloud and step into this planet. The feeling under your feet is a squishy, soft, rubbery like feeling. Your feet sink into the surface and leave an imprint with each step and you take, and you begin your journey to explore this planet. In the distance, you notice it gets darker and darker, almost like the planet just fades into complete nothingness. You feel intrigued by what is ahead of you so much, you begin to walk closer toward the darkness. You feel completely safe and secure, for you know that in this place there's nothing that can bother you or harm you in any way. You have everything you need to feel powerful. You have everything you need to feel safe. You have everything you need to feel happy. You have everything you need to allow yourself to enjoy every aspect of your journey without any worries at all. You continue walking toward this area that is dark and empty and find yourself walking into total nothingness. You find yourself with nothing under your feet. You look all around you and notice the planets have disappeared. The moon, the clouds, the bright colors have all disappeared. It is quiet. You find yourself slowly sinking down, sinking deeper. There is nothing around you at all. You feel completely safe and peaceful. The only thing that is happening since there is nothing else is you are going down deeper and deeper. It's a pleasant feeling, very relaxing. A light feeling of euphoria envelops you, and you are feeling so good. You allow yourself to float and drift down in a peaceful way. You no longer feel like you are in your body. Since you do not see a thing, you haven't been able to see your body for many miles. Since you are so relaxed and drifting down in such a pleasant way, you haven't been able to feel your body, and so it feels as though you left it somewhere and are left with only one thing. You are left with your higher self, the part of you that can and will do anything you desire. It is the part of you which follows directions. If you desire to do so, you may go ahead and give a command to this part of yourself. You may ask it to do anything you desire it to do for you, and it will listen, and it will grant you whatever you ask it to do if it is for your highest good and the highest good of everyone else. Go ahead, do this now. Wonderful. Something else your higher self can assist you with is it can provide you with answers to any questions you may have, for this higher self has access to an all-knowing entity called universal intelligence. To get the answer to any questions you may have, all you have to do is ask the question and then be silent and wait for the answer. You need to do nothing else. Ask a question and wait. Do this now. Ask a question, and when you have finished, just be quiet. Breathe in and exhale. In a moment, you're going to allow your subconscious mind to become aware of some of your earliest memories, seeking out those things that have caused you to gain weight. Now, you may not remember or be in touch with anything that has caused this, or you may be in touch with some of those inner truths already, or they may be beginning to surface as you continue to go deeper into this trance. In either case, I'm going to be deepening your level of trance in such a way that you will allow yourself to go back and view the earliest memories of the primary cause of this problem with your weight. Those memories will be there in your vivid memory and be available for you to understand in a new way with new understandings so that you can release them and become free of all the ways they have limited you. You will experience that time in your past that holds the cause of your current issue with your weight. You will always be able to view these experiences from a higher perspective. Your subconscious mind holds every memory you have ever experienced. Your subconscious mind knows exactly how to locate that thing in your past that is causing this problem with your weight. Your subconscious mind will go back to that moment in time when you first experienced this problem at the count of 3. At the count of 3, you will be vividly in touch with all that you were feeling, experiencing, and thinking back then. Let's begin. 1. Going back in time, feeling yourself effortlessly floating back to the first time you have ever experienced anything having to do with this problem. 2. That's right. The information you need will be there for your use, like going back to a library, checking in the reference section, and having all that information right there at your fingertips so that you can resolve this issue for good. 3. You are remembering a situation. Whatever that situation is, allow yourself to explore that situation easily and effortlessly, and I'll give you a moment to do that now. 'Good. Now, whatever is in your scene, observe all of the details of the scene. Work with whatever senses seem more available to you. Maybe you notice physical sensations in your body. Experience that feeling fully, as if you were right there in that moment. Maybe it was an emotion you felt. Feel the feeling as if you were right there, right now. Maybe there are things that are being spoken to you, your own thoughts, or someone else's words. Experience this as best as you can with all of your senses. I'll be silent again so you can take a moment to connect with yourself at this point in time. That situation has become clearer to you. Can you see how this has created this problem for you today? At this point, invite your adult self into the scene. Since this time in your life you have developed new understandings and wisdom, I'd like this part of you to come into this scene and have a voice to speak to your younger self during that moment you are still experiencing now, and share a new understanding. I'll give you some quiet time to do this. Very good. You have a new resource of information in the same place in your mind where this past conditioning is stored. Now, re-experience yourself back in that old scene. However, this time, you will rerun the scene as yourself then with the new understandings. See yourself in that old scene as a transformed person, acting and behaving with these new understandings as if you had known this all along. Sense in some way that a transformation is taking place in your cells, creating new memory, new wisdom. At this point in time, while you are still in that past situation, when I count to 3, while remaining in a hypnotic state, open your eyes and read your positive suggestions. I will give you a few moments of silence to allow you to let the suggestions sink in. If you have all 10 of your suggestions memorized, your affirmations, and feel like you would rather do this with your eyes closed, that would be fine too. You simply bypass the next suggestions for opening and closing your eyes. On the count of 3, you will open your eyes, you will feel slightly out of it and groggy, but you will be aware enough to receive and accept the suggestions you have written down for yourself. 1, 2, 3. Open your eyes and read your suggestions. Good. You can set that aside and let go and rest back into a deep hypnotic state. Go deeper now. Every time you hear me mention the word deeper, you will feel yourself resting even deeper than before. Go deeper, resting ever so deeply. Deeper. You are changing your life for good and permanently. Your new suggestions are implanting themselves on every cell of your body, creating the wonderful, positive benefits you want them to create. Good. Allow that old problem to be completely healed and resolved. If there is any reason it is not already resolved, allow the part of you that is still there to become known to you so it can be released and healed in your next session. Each and every time you do this, you will resolve it more and more completely. Now, allow yourself to gently let go of that old experience completely. Bring yourself back into the present moment in time. Take a moment to understand all that has just taken place. Breathe in these new understandings and breathe out any old recollections of how things used to be. Let go of these old memories completely. Trust that you have done everything correctly and that everything you want to have happen will happen for your benefit and your highest good, which means the highest good of all beings. I will now count from 1 to 5. You may continue to remain in this relaxed state for as long as you like and bypass my suggestions if you want to stay in this state. Or on the count of 5, you will be wide awake, alert, ready to continue on with your day. Once again, you will remain relaxed for as long as you like. You will come back naturally and easily on your own. And should you drift off to sleep, you will sleep soundly and deeply and wake up feeling refreshed and energized. If it's time for you to come back, you will be fully awake by the count of 5. Number 1, notice the atmosphere in the room you're in. 2, coming back more and more, feeling your body now. Number 3, wakeful energy moving through your entire body. Number 4, breathing in wakeful energy, waking you up completely, clearing your mind, filling your body with waking energy. Number 5, you are wide awake and full of energy. Open your eyes and come fully back to waking consciousness. Together with hands at your third eye center, we bow forward. Namaste. Thank you so much.